disease.
Hi, Paige. What's a disease?
I'm so glad you asked. A disease is an impairment of health or a condition of abnormal functioning.
Oh, I understand. So are there different kinds of diseases?
Yes, there's tons.
Is AIDS a disease?
Yes, it is.
How about the common cold?
Why, yes, that is a disease.
What about cancer?
Oh, yeah, that's a disease.
Is athlete's foot a disease?
Yes.
Well, are there different kinds of diseases, or are they all the same?
Oh, no. There are so many different kinds of diseases. There's so many categories. They're so different.
Oh, okay.
So what are some kinds you know?
Well, I know that there are genetic diseases.
Well, what's that?
Well, some examples of genetic diseases would be color blindness, sickle cell, cystic fibrosis, and Down syndrome.
Oh, that's cool.
No, it's not. You can't help but get them.
That does suck.
Yeah, do you know any kinds of diseases?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, you do?
I do. There's viral diseases.
What is a viral disease?
It's viral, Paige. And some examples are smallpox, chickenpox, and rabies.
So cool.
I can do that too. Oh, did you hear that pop? Ah. Let's talk about some ways you can prevent getting horrible diseases like rabies.
How do you get rabies?
Well, either you get bitten by a dog that has rabies or an other animal like maybe a squirrel.
Wow. What are ways to not get it?
Well, you can stay away from animals that you don't know. For example, if you see a dog on the street and you don't know it, don't go up and pet it. Or, if it has foam coming out of its mouth, stay away from it too.
Dogs would have Dogs would have foam coming out of their mouth?
Yeah, it's sad.
Thanks, Brennan, for saving my life.
Anytime, Paige.
I could have gotten bitten by a dog with rabies.
But you didn't.
Thank you.
Pretty weird diseases out there. Why don't you let our friend know what some of those weird diseases are?
Well, there are some very, very strange diseases. I didn't even know they were diseases or disorders. One is acne.
Cuss you. Good job.
Keep going.
Acne and bedwetting and even nail biting is a disorder.
Nail biting? That doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't
Well-
have to.
Why are they diseases?
Let's ask our friend.
I don't think he knows.
Well, panic attacks, that's a disorder.
Really?
Yeah. The biggest disorder that I know of around this time of year is the floating head disorder.
Really? I sure haven't heard of that one. Blah!
Hey, Brennan.
Hey, Paige.
I was walking down the hall today, and I heard someone say that their girlfriend has an SRD. I was wondering, what's an SRD?
Oh, Paige. Do you mean an STD?
Oh, that's what it was. What's an STD?
It's a special teeth disorder.
That's weird. I'm happy I don't have an STD.
You don't. Ha! An STD is a sexually transmitted disease.
Why did you say it was a special teeth disease?
Because I thought it'd be funny.
Oh, a sexually transmitted disease. That sounds bad.
Very bad. The most common STDs are chlamydia, genital herpes, genital warts, hepatitis A, hepatitis B and C.
Wow. That sounds really bad.
Oh, it is.
What? What's chlamydia?
It's a bacterial STD. It affects the urethra and rectum
I
in
can't
both
hear
sexes. It's a bacterial STD. It infects the urethra and rectum in both sexes, and the cervix in women.
you. Ooh, that sounds bad. I never want to get STD.
Yeah, me neither. There are 8 different types of human herpes. It is the most frequently transmitted by sexual contact and is the most preventable. You can't just keep doing those little signs. Okay, keep going.
Oh, that sounds gross. What's,
It is gross.
What's genital warts?
Boy, you sure ask a lot of questions.
I want to know. So, what are genital warts?
They can appear on the skin anywhere in the genital area as white or flesh-colored. Really? Or flesh-colored, smooth, small bumps, larger, flashy, cauliflower-like lumps. It rhymes.
Wow, that's gross.
It is gross.
Gross, gross, gross.
Gross, gross, gross.
Yo, Brennan, what's gonorrhea?
Yo, Paige. It's an STD infection, really. Caused by the bacterium Neisseria gonorrhea. It affects both men, women, and can infect the cervix, urethra, rectum, anus, and throat.
Wow, that's bad. Wow, what's hepatitis A, B, and C?
Hepatitis A is the most common of the 7 known types of viral hepatitis. It leads to inflammation of the liver.
Wow, that is gross!
Hepatitis B is more likely to cause chronic long-term illness and permanent damage to the liver.
No.
Yes. Hepatitis C includes injecting drugs, people who receive transfusions of unscreened blood.
Hey,
You're the one
Brennan.
making raps.
I heard the most common STD is syphilis.
Yeah, that is a very common STD, Brennan.
Well, what is it?
Infection that is usually sexually transmitted, in which it is called a venereal syphilis. It may also be passed from an infected mother to her unborn child.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Well, now we do, though.
Yeah. In
Nice.
which it is known as congenital syphilis.
Oh, and then what's AIDS?
Tell me about it.
Well, you can get AIDS from dirty needles. It was estimated that 32.2 million people had AIDS worldwide, and AIDS has killed an estimate of 2.1 million people. AIDS is a very deadly disease.
I bet.